You know, I'm starting to wonder if these takes are actually weird or if I'm just incredibly easy to piss off in regards to Millie's pregnancy arc, because I hate this. And I have seen it multiple times recently. And it's up there with Millie doesn't want kids, Moxxie does, in terms of theories that piss me off. Can I help you with something? And I don't know why these piss me off so much, but they make me irrationally, like, boilingly angry. Like an exhausted frustration type of anger. More angry than these theories deserve, and yet it happens. It's just that it doesn't make sense. Why would she do that? Why would Millie terminate without telling Moxxie? Now, I could potentially see a sort of like setup where it looks like she's gonna do that. Maybe she like makes an appointment to terminate, doesn't tell Moxxie. Maybe she calls her sister and Sally Mae's like, yeah, I'll go with you. It looks like she's not gonna tell Moxxie. And then at the last minute, she does decide to tell him because she trusts him and loves him and he's her fucking husband. I take that. But her actually going through with it and just not telling him, why the living fuck? That doesn't make sense, and it's not even good drama. It's just contrived. It's just stupid. And that's sort of how I feel about, like, Moxxie really wants kids, but Millie doesn't, and now Millie's gonna have to come to terms with having kids, or Moxxie's gonna have to give up on having kids, because they love each other so much that they're willing to fuck up the ideas of their lives that they've wanted since the beginning of time, apparently. But even that theory, again, there's versions that don't piss me off. Like, Millie doesn't want kids, not because she hates kids or hates the idea of having kids, but because she has insecurities about being a good mom. And then she learns she could still be a good mom, and so she decides to still have the kid. Or Moxxie wants kids until he realizes, like, the realities of their situation, and then he's like, okay, you know what? Maybe I like the idea of kids, but the reality of kids isn't something I'm willing to handle. You know, I could take that, but that's not what these people mean. And you know it, and I know it. Where does this storyline go? Honest to God, where does this go? Because there's no world where this doesn't end in them just getting divorced. That's a pretty big betrayal of trust. On either side, it would cheapen the bond that is Eminem, the Eminem we all love. Why wouldn't they get through this together? I think that's what makes me so mad. Why aren't they getting through this together? I hate it. Are people being weird, or am I just really easy to piss off? I don't know anymore.